Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at it here, new season, and I just wanted to prove that you're still able to use this deck that I used all of last season. If whether you're free to play or for whatever other reason, still very solid deck. So we're gonna go with the Prince here for that Ghost. Wow, his cards are a bit under leveled, but the point still kind of comes across. The Royal Ghost was played a little bit late, so it splits and causes that problem, but we'll see what he does here. Ghost is going to make quick work of those Spear Goblins, so that's going to be great because we're still going to get the Ghost on the tower or force something else out. So this is just going to be typical log bait. If you see more of the Three Musketeers or something like that, definitely feel free to sub out one of the spells for one of the heavier spells if you'd like. Just don't limit yourself in that case. So we're going to go recruits here in the back. And we'll just take it from there, just slow roll it. He still sends a Goblin Barrel, which is definitely a mistake, because that's just going to be, yeah, I'll take a little damage, but it's basically a 4 elixir recruit. So you want to be careful of that. Take advantage of that if you can. Let's go with the Vine Spell here. Seems a little excessive, but we actually snare the Boy Rascal in there. We get Ram Rider on tower, and we're going to get the... yeah, we're going to get Goblin Gang on that side. So let's go with the Ghost here. Should hit the Spear Goblins, I think. Nice. It hit all the Spear Goblins, which is really nice. But unfortunately, because of the way everything was, the Stab Goblins were in front by so much. So that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. But look at that Ghost on Ghost action. Really interesting. Let's go for the Prince here. So our opponent is really already, maybe giving up a little bit, waving that white flag. But we're going to tear through this Ghost, and we're going to get right onto the Dark Goblin. He's not even protecting it that well, so I would definitely take that. Prince is going to get on tower. He needed to drop something. So with 135 or something really low like that, your Vine Spell is going to get you almost there, and you just go with the Giant Snowball afterwards, and you're typically going to be pretty good. So I'm going to go for the Evil Executioner here, playing it offensively. I'm really waiting on him to drop. I'm going to go Vine Spell here. I really want to take out that Dark Goblin. We'll go with the Giant Snowball here. So at this point, I'm kind of just trying to slowly work down that other side as well. So Ghost is not going to get on tower, which is nice. Let's go Ram Rider back here. Just keeping in mind that right side, you still need the Vine Spell and the Giant Snowball. So I'm going to go with the Vine Spell here. Should be pretty good. I mean, there's no way he can really stop it. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for a... or he doesn't have a building in this deck. Just really surprised given what he has. So let's go with the recruits here. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna cycle him to death. So we're just gonna go for Ghost here. I don't think he's gonna try and block it. Even if that was the case, all we have to do is just cycle back to Giant Snowball, and that right there is gonna be absolutely dominant stuff. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here, up against Royal Chef. So Royal Chef definitely, I feel like, has taken a step back. Obviously, because of how much it's gotten nerfed and whatnot the past few seasons. We'll go Ram Rider here, right as he goes for that Inferno Dragon down the other lane. I really disagree with that. I mean, yes, you're gonna get the Inferno Dragon to pull over to the Ram Rider to help out, but look at that. It's basically, maybe going to eliminate one hit. And I was talking all that whole time and I forgot about defending. So this is going to be interesting. Probably should not have gone for Executioner, because he's probably going to have something here. Ooh, he's just going to go for that? Wait a sec. All right, we should be fine. That, I think, is a mistake. We'll see what happens here, though. I'm going to go for the recruits here. He definitely doesn't have nearly enough to defend both sides, so he's gonna have to he goes for Rage as well. Okay, that's a very dead double tower. We're gonna go Ghost here, and I think that might just seal the match just like that. So that's one of those situations where if your opponent just makes a bad bet, and because you have the Ghost and you have the Prince in this deck, you're just going to punish them if they drop the Elixir Collector in a very questionable scenario. So this might have been E-Golem, regular Golem, whatever it may be, but he didn't have a single chance to play that. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling. We'll start out with a Ghost. Always love seeing that. So if you have the Evil Ghost and you're rocking this version of the deck, definitely use it right when you get it. You just want to get that cycle going. That at the end of the day, that's really what this is about. Let's go Executioner here. We should be fine, I think. to get a king. Oh, just barely missed it from that firecracker. But you know, balancing a little bit about elixir and not wasting too much and getting king tower activation is what it is. He's gonna allow us to crash on to that Tesla, so that's gonna be a mistake on his part because he doesn't have Mega Knight and he doesn't have Tesla. So I'm really curious what he has now. Oh, he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Typically wouldn't do this, but because the Vine Spell or the Ram Rider actually damages the Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well, it makes it a little more enticing. So, okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. Let's go Giant Snowball here. We're gonna have to go print Ghost afterwards. Wow, I was not expecting this deck whatsoever. So now that we know he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A, he's got Prince as well, and he's got the Valkyrie and the Mega Knight. I really don't know what deck this is, but this deck can definitely handle that. So I think I'm gonna go with the Ram Rider here. He's still gonna have to defend it with his Mega Knight most likely. Yeah, he's gonna go with his Evil Mega Knight, so we should have enough here to go for recruits, because the Mega Knight's still gonna take some time to take that out, and we're gonna wait for that Firecracker to walk up. So this obviously, you know, we would have loved to have King Tower from that Firecracker, but it didn't happen. Is what it is. You know, so we'll kind of play around that right now. So I think Prince, you know, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight is just going to be a super wild matchup, I have to say. Let's go Evil Executioner here. And we're going to go with our own Prince. See what he does here. We have Vine Spell, so no matter what he does, we can hit him with the Vines and at least slow it down. And that's why I love it. Look, we also hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A, guys. That's value, if I may say so myself. Let's go recruits. This is where you want to go split lane as much as you can, because it's going to make things easier and force your opponent to split things up when he probably doesn't want to. Let's go Giant Snowball here. We get the Evil Valkyrie, or we get the Evil Executioner on tower. We get a connection with the Ram Rider. Really nice stuff. So Vine Spell, you know, you're seeing why the Vine Spell is so useful. Let's go Prince up high. He's just got a Rage Spell. So interesting. But we're going to be able to defend that. And I think all this is going to take is just another set of Vines, or another Vine Spell and a Giant Snowball. And we should have that wrapped. We'll do that here. I doubt he's really going to do anything. Let's just go recruits here in the back. And Vine Spell is going to do exactly 110. And because he doesn't really have any troops that can kind of, you know, no guards, no Goblin Gang or anything like that to block the Vines, that's going to wrap things up. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another. All right, next match here. So we're going to drop him some good luck since he did so himself. Let's go Ghost. Always love starting out with that. They're going to have to respond. And he responds way too late with that delivery, so I will take that. I'm going to leak a little elixir. Okay, I'm not going to leak anymore since he dropped his drill. Kind of surprised. I feel like they don't normally go in, like, straight for the back anymore. They usually drop it in front. That was a little bit of a, you know, just by force of habit. So let's see if he drops anything here in the middle. Would love to go Executioner. All right, yeah, we'll go with the Executioner. I mean, a little late, but it's fine. He's going to go for Knight anyway, so we'll start working down that Knight. Really nice. So, yeah, I mean, once we get a hit, we'll be good. Yeah, he's going to give us that hit. And the recruit actually ended up taking one of those hits, so that's pretty nice. Oh, wow. It's been a while since Little Prince. You know, I've seen a bunch of Little Prince, so kudos to him for rocking the Little Prince. He might pop the ability. I'm going to go Barb Barrel here. And he's going to be too late. Yeah, way too late with that. So that's going to be great. The Ghost is also really good against the Drill. So, you know, if you are using the Ghost, definitely do that as an option. You have Executioner, of course. Ram Rider is really great because the Rider will also deal damage to the Goblins that spawn. Recruits are obviously great, you know, if you can kind of predict where they're going and drop it early so it doesn't get blocked. Let's go Ghost here and see what he does. I mean, there's really not much he can do. I kind of know the deck he's rocking, and it's a really big matchup disadvantage for him, and it just feels kind of bad. But at this point, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave that. I mean, if he's going to give that up, I'm definitely all for it. Let's go Evil Executioner because that's going to clean that up like nothing. Cut through everything like butter. Let's go Prince here. I'm just kind of keeping the pressure up on this side. You know, I think they definitely lost out on the this deck specifically is one of those that like you really miss having the 3-card cycle because, you know, the Little Prince, you could drop it in the back. It's 3 elixir. It's going to cause a bunch of mayhem for your opponent to deal with. Let's do this here. He's got Rocket. Okay, I mean, those are definitely going to survive because of their shield. We're going to get Ghost on tower. So that's going to be nice. Let's go with the Ram Rider on this side. And this is what I'm talking about where, you know, in double elixir, it's really going to be unfair. I know he's got his Rocket, but at this point, he's just trying to probably survive. Let's go Giant Snowball here. Yeah, and we're going to clean that left side up. Oh my gosh. This was absolutely unfair. Left side down to 656. You know, we'll just slowly work down both sides. He really has no way to defend it. And that's where sometimes I feel a little bad because this deck is just filthy. All right, let's go Ram Rider here. And he's going to go Drill on that side. Or he's going to go for Delivery on that side. So that's kind of interesting. We're going to get Ghost on tower, guys, and that's going to wrap things up. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. So, you know, obviously with the Evil Roll Hogs out and about right now, if you see that, you know, your Executioner is going to be your best friend. If you see the Evil, the Evolution version, you know, Giant Snowball would be great to knock them onto the floor so your ground troops can work them down. Obviously your Ghost is going to be pretty good once they're kind of knocked down onto the ground, so that's also obviously a really solid option. Not sure what he's got here though. So Executioner is going to work that down, of course. I'm going to go Ghost here, see if we can maybe get on top of the Musketeer first. That's obviously the key here, I think. Then I'm going to go for the Prince here because he spent so much elixir already. All right, I think that's a little late, but we might still get a hit off. He's going to have to respond. That to me is worth it. I mean, 2 elixir and we basically got 1100 points of damage. Wow, okay, was not expecting that there, guys. So this is going to be interesting. Let's go Barbaro here. It's going to be the way to deal with that. Prince is going to clean that up. We might still take a hit to the face, but we got the Ram Rider on the tower, and that, at the end of the day, as long as I get more, as I deal more damage than he does, I don't really care, you know, if I take some damage. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters, because you're just willing to, at the end of the day, the objective is for you to take their tower and for them not to take yours. So we'll get Ghost on tower. I think he's just going to let that one go. That makes, you know, that makes sense to me. So we'll go Executioner here. I might have to go for, ooh, what the heck? Very interesting push there. We'll go Prince here. And yeah, we will prevent that from getting on tower. Prince will help clean up the goblins. I'm not going to spend 2 elixir on the Barbaro there. We're in a pretty good spot. So sometimes just be okay taking some damage. The name of the game, you know, you can take damage. So don't overspend on elixir. Don't really know, you know, if they're going to go all in and you're going to need those 2 elixir or whatever it may be. I am going to go with our Evil Ghost here though. Take that out and then start working that down, and obviously keeping the pressure up. Sometimes your best offense or your best defense is a solid offense. Obviously he's got that Valkyrie, so that's going to be a little problematic, but we have the Giant Snowball here, so we can clean that up yet again. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to go Barbaro. Oh, I did miss one of the goblins, so that's a little unfortunate, but we'll keep the pressure up here. Let's go Ghost. And we should be able to get Prince right on tower, guys, and Prince is actually going to almost end up taking out that tower. I'm going to hit it with a Vine Spell just so we take that tower anyways. We're going to go with our Evil Executioner, and guys, that right there is going to wrap things up for a really, really solid and dominant video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I'm going to try to mix things up, use some of the Evil Roll Hogs, but obviously I love the Ram Rider, so it's really hard to fully move away from it. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below about the Evil Roll Hogs, and also you know, the rework of the 3 Musketeers. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.